Ladies and gents, welcome back. Sometimes we make mistakes, and today is one of those days, and here I am correcting the record here. And this morning in one of the videos that I made, I was talking about forest fires in Canada, the wildfires that are raging, and there are several claims of arson when it comes to these forest fires. Now, one of these articles that I pulled up, well, that would be this one here. This is the RCMP charge Alberta woman with 32 counts of arson after spring wildfires. Now, this is not an untrue story, but where the big mistake here is, well, this actually happened 2 years ago. So this is not recent news, but this is news, but it's not recent news as I was reporting on it this morning. So we can just have a look at the story here. This is the actual story, the article that was up there. But yes, of course, this was an old story. So yeah, I'm gonna have to redact this. I'm gonna put a note in the other videos going forward. It's not that the everything about the videos was wrong. It's just that citing this story was in fact a mistake on my part. Now, I don't always get duped by these things. Many things get shared around on the internet. Here's a perfect example of this. This is a screenshot of a CBC News article. Experts say increase in arsonism. This one, that was a big red flag for me. It was the arsonism, arson, I think would be the word, spurred by lack of action to address the climate crisis. Now it says here, written by Benjamin Shingler of CBC News, posted on June 6th. To which this was addressed at me, and I said, I can't find this article. Is this a real headline? I don't know. My habit is to take the text that is in the headline and then Google it. If it's a real article, it'll usually show up right away. You can go to the actual page and then find the article. What I did find by searching the actual writer of the article that was cited here and on the date, I found this article, and it was the same image, the same page, but a very, very different headline saying, as climate changes, insurance is becoming more complex and pricey, which would indicate that it's a completely different story than what is being shared around. So be very careful about this kind of thing on social media, especially if there's screenshots of a article. It may not even be a real article at all. I've made it a habit of mine to just type out what it says and put it in Google and see if that's an actual article, and then sometimes read the article itself as well. But here again, I'm making this video now because I got duped on an article that was being shared around that had the wrong date on it. But this doesn't negate what is actually happening here in Canada. There are several claims, and not all the information that I gave in that last video was untrue. Calgary Police, coming from the Calgary Herald, the Calgary Police charge a man in Inglewood Park brush fire. The suspect was not hard to find, police say, as he approached first responders and admitted to setting the fire. I'm not sure what is the story here. It goes on to explain that yes, he just walked right up to them and said, "Hey, guess what? I did this," and then went on to explain how he did. Maybe he's a mentally ill man, but this is the case. RCMP believe 3 fires in Pictou County early Friday were deliberately set. These are all recent articles. Of course, this is June 2nd, 2023. The other one, of course, recent as well. Mounties say their initial investigation determined that all 3 fires were a result of arson. So these are real stories that are really being published out there. Cops suspect arson caused wildfire in at least one part of Quebec. This is published June 7th. Of course, more stories. We all saw this. This is one thing that I shared. And this is the satellite imagery of all the fires in Quebec lighting up simultaneously, which seems rather bizarre. Seems like in a coordinated event. It doesn't look like something that would happen naturally, but hey, I could be wrong on this. Please, if you have better information than I do, share it in the comments down below. Police in Nova Scotia say some fires deliberately set. More stories. And this is Nova Scotia. The Western Standard are also reporting RCMP conclude Kelowna, British Columbia arson investigation. This was a man who was videotaped lighting things on fire and then throwing it in the brush. Thankfully, the neighbors caught this and were able to put it out before it actually set things ablaze. But this is the fact of the matter. City News is also reporting Alberta brings an additional arson investigator to trace causes of wildfires. This is it's far too suspicious. Far too suspicious. And again, here's more satellite footage of that. Here's today. Really strange anomaly happening in Quebec. All of these wildfires getting set ablaze, all in a very short amount of time. But what do you say to this? What do you say to this other than this looks bizarre? There is a lot of cases of arson, people being charged with it. There are people being pursued, charges are being pursued against people. Investigations are happening as we speak. It seems really bizarre that there is this much fire activity in Canada at the moment. There's not that much fire activity happening in the United States. And of course, articles are being written all across the United States right now because of the smoke that's going down south towards them. They're not very happy about it themselves, seeing as they've been able to mitigate a lot of these fires themselves. But hey, I wanted to share this out there, get this out there to get the correct information. My son's walking in the room. Get the information out there for you guys so that we have the correct information. I hate to share stuff that's not true. It's not that it was not true information. Again, it was that it was 2 years ago, so it's not relevant to what's happening today. I'll make sure I make a note for the other videos that everybody understands what is going on with this situation. And thank you guys so much for bearing with me through this video, correcting the record and showing that it's not that the case isn't that, it's just that the case wasn't that for that particular story. Anyway, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know how I'm doing in my reporting here on YouTube and getting the truth out there as much as possible, even if it's me that's the story this time in making a mistake, getting the truth out there. But hey, that's how it goes. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.